Okay.
in 1884. So the building has been standing for 141 years. Practically made of wood.
141 years.
Yes.
Okay.
Practically made of wood.
So we are currently in Cross River State National Museum. So this is where the colonial masters they resided when they were in Nigeria during the old slave trade. So come with me, guys. Let me show you what's inside.
A part. Now, what makes up the region? Of course, it's part of Cameroon. Part of Akwa Ibom, Cross River itself, Ebonyi, Enugu, Anambra, Imo, Rivers, Abia. Yes. Then it was the eastern region, basically, that makes up this Cross River region. Now we're going to see what makes this people very unique in their way, their lifestyle, their civilization, and everything. So we're going to see. Okay. So we have wares. Now these wares are basically ceramic wares, and wares like this were powerful, were important, but wares like this are divided into two. We have the domestic kind, and the ritual type.
Okay, this is the ritual.
The ritual, of course, all of them, the ritual vessels.
Okay.
Now, Nsibidi. Yes, Nsibidi is actually an ancient method of recording or ancient system of recording or transmitting knowledge or information from one person to another. Now, the information basically can be written on vessels like this, can be written on your clothes, can be written even on your face and on walls. So these informations are very important because the accumulation of a lot of these things showed how wealthy they were. So they kept a lot of these things in their possession, in their numbers, to show how wealthy they were.
So do the common man own
this? That is the question. They cannot own it. Okay. They can have a less advantaged type, not the sophisticated type like this. Yes.
So this one is for the kings,
the elite, the rich and wealthy. Yes. Sorry, the queen or the queen's mother, not for everybody. So what they did, they represented these beautiful hairstyles, like Madame's hairstyles. They represented it on figurines like this. Are you taking the details?
Get the details.
Even the hair details.
That one's very, very important. And to be self-explanatory.
Yeah. I call it the Bantu movement. They moved from Cameroon up to this point, so they made use of things like this. So it's believed to be a medium between the spirit and the physical, the spirit world and physical, where you can travel, so travel, put your head here and travel to the next. Hair from the folk women, because the hair can be beautiful and can be heavy, and they don't want it to get distorted. So what they do, instead of putting it on the bare floor, they put it with a cloth on it to maintain. Yes. Now, palm oil were served here at the time. Now we must, yes, and we must understand that those days, almost everything they did was ritualistic and was ritual in its sense. Now, why I'm saying this, because not everyone can drink from it, but of course, everyone drinks from it. If you're a wicked man, you have this wicked intention.
Evil intention.
Yes. If you drink from it, of course, you'll be dead. Now, this particular vessel is not ordinary. You can see the punch marks. Now, these marks have meanings. Now, if you look at it, it has scale. It's a man-made structure. That's the announcer or the mami water thing. You understand? And one beautiful thing about these vessels, prominent men use this to eat, but in rare occasions. Now, when a king dies, because it was a myth, when a king dies, he is buried alongside with his slaves alive, and his favorite meal prepared in these vessels. And have these stone monoliths.
Stone monolith.
Yes.
I thought I saw something like this outside.
Yes, roundabout. Yes. Those are the originals. Now, monoliths are very powerful information, powerful culture of the people from Ikom local government. And it talks about the past or the culture of these people. Now, this is made from limestone, and it was carved by people from the region. This over 1,000 years when it was carbon dated, and this was stolen in the 70s and returned.
So they brought it back.
They returned it, restituted it about 4 years ago by Ford Foundation.
Wow.
Trying to to restore properties that have been stolen over time. And this was not the original body. This was not the full body, rather. And I told you about the Nsibidi. So you have the Nsibidi signatures or the writings.
These are Nsibidi signatures?
Yes. The graphic designs of Nsibidi. It can be tattooed.
This one looks like the Manila.
Manila, yes. It's like something. Yes, please.
No, you've explained already.
Okay. Now, I want to tell you more. Now, this is a symbol of a female or a girl. It's a symbol of a male or a boy. Now, when you see it in this, it talks about division, it talks about hatred. That's why you see it like this. But when it comes together, it talks about love, it talks about unity. You understand? That's what it means.
Love.
Yeah, love or unity, this separation or hatred. You know, so we have other ones that can be meetings. Of who had said it's meeting. Now, this is word, it is speech. You know, so we have reflection or mirror, all of that. And then we have meeting. When you have, yes, gathering, but it's open. But when it's concealed, it's a secret meeting.
Now, this one,
No, you can go ahead and say.
This is the native pattern of
Cocaine, you know. We're still talking about before the colonial masters, the pre-colonial masters, or the pre-colonialism before they came. This was how we lived naturally. So, and these were some of the items used in our local homes. Yes. We have the native umbrella. We have this. It's so particular to the Igbo people. If you have a visitor coming, they have a chalk one side and they have to rub the chalk on you, which signifies peace and purity. I hope you come in peace. And they have kola nut. They say he that gives kola nuts gives life. They will tell you all of that. And they will cut their maybe fish or something.
Yam.
Or yam, yes. And they have their pepper paste here. And the reason why I was taking a tour on this, and a typical native man from Arochukwu told me the reason why pepper was kept there. Now, thank you. They don't want you to finish the pepper. They want you to work hard and just
to get it.
to get it. And just put and just put on your maybe fish or whatever it was. That's why it was kept there. And the way it was so made, the pepper can stay there for a very long time. So it's a very beautiful wooden tray, and you have the cane chairs, and you have their wonderful 6 spring. And also indicating all of these, they had beautiful instruments they used. We have the local guitar, we have this drum, we have also, yes, the local guitar. We have the double metal gong. We have both the single and the double. We have a beautiful culture from some beautiful parts. We have the Bekwa war dance. We have the Monikim from Akankpa, sorry. And Mon means child, Kim means cuts. So basically it talks about circumcision of a girl child, you know. So this practically is the culture of the people of Akankpa. And also we have the popular Calabar dance or culture called Ikombi. And also we have also beautiful structures like this.
Communication.
No, like that is for musical, is a musical instrument for, you know, like your tambourine, yes. So that was used. We have what's basically used implements like the bow and arrow was used. A basket like this was used by fishermen, and also fishing nets used by the same
fishing
people.
nets.
Yes, since were donated, like that one was donated from this particular tribe, the Fort people. It's had to do with the community, basically, the cultural practice of the people. Yes. When you talk about age group, that's what talk about people from Boki, the women, they have that. Now, we also have the other ones for entertainment, you know, and it must be strictly for the male guys. Now, the female, now they've developed a masquerade or develop a cultural, you know, cultural group. But basically, things like this is just for the men. Now, all this double face mask for kings that we coronated. Now, he wears this mask to signify a lot of things. Now, someone said it's the link between the spirit world and the physical world. Now, you can see the double face. That's why it's called a double face mask or the genius mask.
Okay.
Now, it simultaneously carries the past and the future together, you know, all of that. And also it has the darker force for the male, the lighter force for the female. Okay. To celebrate during special events like Yam Festival. Since these guys are great hunters and farmers, they wear this, you know, to show their dexterity at times, you know. Now,
this one is for fertility sake.
Yeah. The water spirit. We also have the bush spirit. All of this to facilitate trade, either on land or water. Now, this is the announcer. In crossover, I call it announcer. At your place, I don't know what they call it.
Which one?
This object.
That one is Mini.
Okay. Wow. And this other one is for an age grade, like I told you about the women in Boki local government, a place in Cross River. During a special event, this is how they are dressed. And the people from Oron in Akwa Ibom, they have this fertility update or called Epu. Now, this is
the Kenga.
the Kenga, yes.
Yeah.
This
Power of the right hand.
power of the right hand. This is a special one for the first child of the family, either a male or a female.
Okay.
You know, it's a ritual for the Igbo people. Because we have three important ethnic groups, or in Calabar basically, we have the Kwas, we have the Efok, and we have the Folks.
Okay.
And these kingdoms have their kings. Like for the Kwas, their king is the Indidem of the Kwas. For the Efok, like the typical Calabar, is the Obong of Calabar, is the Muri Munene. But those guys are yet to give us their own stew because of the leadership tussle they're having. So it's on standby for now. Then they have what we call the Ukara. The Ukara. This cloth behind is called the Ukara.
Oh, that's good. Okay, this is the CBD sign.
Yeah, that's the CBD.
I take close this in shot of this one. And all these things are no longer taught in school.
You know, and the Royal Niger Company, all of these companies were the British or for the foreigners. They established here to, you know, to export or to bring a lot of things, their products, to show their superiority. So we have a lot of them. See the kettle. Metal kettle, you know, you see scale, you see the staff of office. This staff of office.
This is staff of office.
Yes, this staff of office. And just not ordinary, it was also a weapon that can be used to fight at the time.
It looks like a blade.
Yeah, it's a blade. You can use it to control and can use it to fight.
Okay.
This actually improved the economy of
At that time.
of the region. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
But this is charcoal iron.
Yeah, that's charcoal box iron, charcoal iron.
Okay.
But this is kerosene iron.
And okay.
She came to rescue a lot of these people. She came at 11th of September 1976 to rescue, did I say 1917? 1876 to rescue a lot of these twins. So she came to Cross River up to Aruchu, was the number of children she had rescued.
Okay.
You can see those children, before now, children were kept in pots for animals to devour. And you can see children that were kept in bags, skirts, or kept in different places and taken deep to the bush for animals to devour. So she rescued.
So she went into the bush to rescue them.
Rescue a lot of these children, you know. And calendar, you can see that ball ink, and you see the stamp and also the telephone to make calls. Now the problem is the wire. How was the wire sent or arranged?
That is the problem.
It wasn't wired. And later a school was formed. But before Hope Model, it was Duketown Second or Primary School. So later the secondary school was formed called the Hope Model Training Institution. So the school had a lot of people that went there. We have Dr. Francis Kanobiam, we have Dr. Nadia Zikwe, we had Professor Eita, and a lot of them, quite a number of them that graduated from the school.
So is this school still in existence?
Till date, it's still powerful. Hope Model just is thrown through here. And our children to be, you know, or children to get after. Now she receives that training while she's secluded from this whole life. And when she comes out, eventually she just get married, this is like her ecolag, her box, where she carries her clothes. And to entertain her visitors when they come, there's this tray to serve.
Okay.
And also, these trays were also very important. Our people learned how to carve. They didn't know how to carve on metals like this, but after a while they became good. Started carving on metals, and metals like this were given as awards to a lot of people.
Okay.
Yeah. And the layer, you can see the beautiful structure to, of course, accommodate air here, and you see the fan.
There's the fan.
Yes, this is a traditional fan called ponka.
This is fan.
Yeah, it's called a ponka fan.
A ponka fan.
Ponka.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. And why the white people sat here, or the master sat here to eat, or to drink, or to discuss, there'll be a slave behind this wall, this dark or black wall. Now, that slave is called a ponkawala. because he's the one pulling this rope. Now, please come this way so you understand what I mean. See another rope there,
Yes.
thrown over that rope. Now, the poker wala pulls the rope down. As he or she pulls the rope down, this goes back.
and
As
forth.
they release it, goes forth. So continuously, it sends great amount of air. Established a relationship there, and they built church and took their sons abroad. And this was the best way they could describe the explorers and the traders, the Portuguese, especially this from the 16th to the 17th century.
century.
So we have Christopher Columbus, who discovered the West Indies, who believed that discovered the West Indies, and having great instruments like the compass, tecton, and the hourglass. And we also have other explorers like Prince Henry the Navigator, who sponsored a lot of this expedition across overseas. Now,
Early European.
they have question to this plantation. So they use stubborn slaves that were punished like this, and chains and shackles like that were used to bind their necks
slaves.
and their hands together.
With their mouth.
Their mouth, yes. And you can see how the movement was at the time. From the hinterlands, they were taken from different places.
So they took slaves from India as well.
From where?
From India.
India. No, you know, in the West Indies, they had the Red Indians there.
Red Indians.
That
That first
the
came to America.
first occupants
Of America.
Yes, they were there. So they used these people as slaves. So they noticed that these people, in a short while, their race will be wiped out. So what they did, you know, when these people started this small business, they noticed, it's cheaper for us, and you can get more of these slaves
From
from Africa. So that's how it started in Enion, Odupani local government. We have another one, Esukumbak slave market. So this market actually,
And they are still named the slave market to date.
the other one, the Esukumbak, this market is no more there. Different shades.
Manila.
Just saw the information, very interesting.
Yes.
Yes,
Scramble for Africa.
yeah. So, you know, the interest in Africa grew, especially in West Africa, grew so strong that they had conflict amongst themselves. They had Europeans. When we talk about Europeans, talk about French,
Okay.
the British, the Portuguese, the Germans, and all of that. It was a problem. So a conference was called in Germany called the Berlin Conference, which started in December. Some books started November 25th till 1884 till February 1885 to deliberate on this African issue, to resolve this resource control issue. So after this, that's why the British got Nigeria, the French got Cameroon, part of Cameroon, and blah blah blah, that place. Now, in that territorial claims to this conference, before then, that same year they established this building called the Colonial Building. So now these were the documents to that effect, and this was the building when it was mounted at the time, and other consular office at the time. And then the High Commissioner was MacDonald at the time. So we had these people that since the Europeans came, it was difficult for them to administer properly. So some of these chiefs were part of the British administration. So these chiefs were given warrants. That's why they were called the warrant chiefs. So we have names like Chief Daniel Henshaw, who was a native political agent in Old Calabar and Eket.
Okay.
We have Chief Koko Otubasi and his cousins, Chief Ofiong, wives and native political agents for Oron and Eket. Now, this is talking about Old Calabar and Eket. This is Oron and Eket, that's a Akwa Ibom. And also we have Chief where you stop, and the accumulation of those bottles showed how wealthy they were at the time. And also other currencies, we talked about the currencies in the Malilas, and they had their native name called Okpoho. Industrially, you can use the hydraulic hand press, which was introduced by the Germans.
Okay.
And palm oil, you can see vessels for storing palm oil. You can even take
So
it out.
you can store them here.
Yes, even from the reach of from children or rats.
Put in calabash.
Yes, and also for testing palm oil. You can see spacemen of palm oil and palm kernel, jute bat for storing palm kernel.
This palm oil have been here for how long?
For more than 35 years now.
Wow.
No preservative in it.
Okay.
And also you can see bottles having labels. Now you can see the ones they'll give to Africans will have boldly written African, and the names they will take. The ones they will take have their names written on them.
Second.
And we have product of palm oil, we have plantain margarine, we have candles made on palm oil, and we have a good palm oil can be used to lit up the house. So when you dip the rag into palm oil and put it on this
in the calabash.
No, in this broken
Okay,
shed,
okay.
shed, or call it pot shed, it would just light up, you know.
Wow.
And this was in Marina Resort. Have you been to Marina Resort?
Yeah.
Yes. So this was how it was at the time when palm oil was the boom.
Was booming.
Yes. So we have pots for boiling and reboiling palm oil. So you can see the spots. It's called ACO quack. That's pots made of iron.
Made of iron.
Yes.
Wow. Now how about this scale?
Yes, for measuring jumps of palm oil or measuring jute bags of kernels.
Okay.
Down to the coastal areas where they were finally transported abroad. So steamboats like this can go into the villages to pick drums. Since the bigger ship cannot go to creeks to pick drums like this and take it to the coastal points when they were
At the that place you just mentioned, the
Marina
marina.
Resort. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That was instrumental and carried the body of Mesleso when she died in Akwa Ibom down to Cross River where she was buried at. Like the tree now.
The tree. That tree you showed me. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. For me, lesson.
Yes.
Then
When she died January 13, 19. Then who was a teacher in Hopewell at the time.
okay, Hopewell.
Yes, his name was called Okponku while he was in school teaching. His name was Colin McDonald. And at many times he rode on this bike. Children will always come around because of the sound.
The sound of the bike.
Yes. Careful. Yes.
Okay.
So you can see this part of the building made of wood and this part is made of brick.
Bricks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, it has two common bridges connecting these two buildings together. And it was believed one side of it was used as the
prison.
kitchen. That's why it has a chimney behind where smoke can go out. And the other part was the kitchen and the underground prison. So there was no opening here. There was no opening here. Full flesh though. I'm going to show you. Point.
Wow.
Sealed. So from that room, it came down this way. So there was nothing like this opening.
Okay.
There was nothing like this partitioning.
This
It was just wall to wall. You can see the thickness of the wall, how it was. You can see. So it's going to take you a while for you to break out. And now we have the two boxes for the security guys to stay to monitor in case of any break-in or prison.
So how did you get ventilation?
That's the thing. But anyhow, they survived. They survived anyhow. So this was how the prison was.
Good day, sir.
Bros, I greet you.
Okay, so we just finished from the museum and we're heading back to our point of return.